What's up guys, Nathan here, and today I want to talk about the #1 reason why people lose at poker. This is something I've been meaning to make a video on for quite some time. You know, I get to see the thoughts and opinions of poker players on a daily basis, having coached hundreds of students in small and mid-stakes games. I have a private Facebook group. I'll actually link that up in the description below with over 6,000 members at this point. So I get to see how people think about this game. And one of the biggest consistencies that I've seen in my nearly 20 years in this game is the amount of ego and hubris that holds so many poker players back. Guys, this is an absolute cancer to your win rate. There are so many players, you see them on the internet and stuff these days, they literally think that they have climbed to the top of the poker knowledge mountain. And I'm telling you guys, this will eventually put you in poker's graveyard, like I've seen so many players come and go in this game because they could not change their mind when the meta game of poker changed, which I'm going to discuss in a moment. Guys, what you need to understand about the game of poker is that it is always changing. And I want to give you one simple example right now. Around 15 years ago, for those of you guys who were around back then, I would say it's probably only about 5 or 10% of the people who watch my videos were around back then, but you probably remember the pejorative term donkey. Yes, that was the worst thing you could possibly be called at the poker table. Oh, that guy's a donkey. And basically what it referred to is somebody who calls too much. This was like the worst thing possible. I'm talking about roughly the period between 2005 and 2010. Now fast forward to 2015, 2020, and where we are today, I'm making this video in 2022. The meta of poker has completely changed. The aggression in all levels of poker in the last 10 years have skyrocketed. We don't have very many passive players anymore, and therefore the counter strategy to a highly aggressive poker player is to call them a lot. That is the best way to exploit this tendency of theirs to be over aggressive. You don't want to raise them because we know they don't have anything most of the time, so making large multi-street call downs is now a virtue in poker. In fact, I have entire sections in my brand new Elite Poker Training University walking you through how to make, again, large multi-street call downs versus loose and aggressive players. I'll have links to that in the description below. But basically what I'm saying here, guys, is nobody calls anyone a donkey anymore. You know, it's not a bad thing anymore. In fact, these days, if you're a quote-unquote donkey, that means you're a good player now. I just think that this is a perfect example about how the game of poker has evolved over the last 10, 15 years, in that the strategies have completely changed. The levels of aggression have skyrocketed, and therefore the counter strategy of calling a lot has become now one of the most celebrated and best strategies, especially in high stakes games, mid stakes games, where the levels of aggression are honestly just insane at times. So guys, what you ultimately need to do is be able to humble yourself enough in this game to understand that you probably don't know everything yet. Guys, I've been in this game almost 20 years and I'm always learning. I always believe that I can learn something from anyone, honestly. You know, they don't have to be one of the best poker players in the world. I truly believe that just keeping your mind open to new ideas in this game is really going to take you further than anything. You know, if you think that some sort of strategy or some sort of program or some sort of math formula is literally, you know, the pinnacle of knowledge, that the game has been solved, you know, for you personally, let me tell you, the game is going to be played different in 5 or 10 years from now. And all of the people right now today that think that they know everything are, again, they're going to be the people in poker's graveyard who we don't hear about anymore because they couldn't evolve. They couldn't keep up with the game. So guys, my real message is, please bring a humble approach to this game. This is undoubtedly what has helped me stay in this game over the long run at this point, is an ability to evolve and to keep my mind open to new ideas, never closing my mind off and thinking that this strategy or some sort of other program or tool is the #1 way to play and anybody else who thinks differently is wrong. You know, I see this in so many forums, Reddit, and in my own Facebook group sometimes. People who just bring this holier than thou attitude that they know everything about the game. Guys, please don't do that. Don't be that person, and I think you're gonna have a lot more success in this game. All right guys, like and subscribe if you found this one helpful. Thanks a lot for watching. I will catch you next time.